What's up, everybody? I'm Richard.
And I'm Shawn.
And we are speaking the language of bromance, the language of no.
The language of bromance through Holiday Road.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot.
So, Richard, you and I, we just took a trip to Red Bank, New Jersey, Atlantic Highlands area for our Kevin Smith inspired Brogrimage. It was exciting. We got a couple episodes.
No, wait. We haven't done it yet. We haven't officially done it yet. So, I hope it will be fun.
I hope it was fun. And hypothetically, if we were there, what we would see is, so we're going to kind of show you our trip here. We start out with some breakfast. We get to see our trip to Quick Stop. We go to Ponder Rock, Richard. I don't know if you know what Ponder Rock is, but it's the spot where Kevin Smith and Emo Kev
know what Ponder Rock is.
Oh, it touched my soul, Richard. And I just want to say, it's pretty short. We only recorded for like 6 or 7 minutes while we're there. It was a little windy, and I didn't have my mic cover, so prepare for a little bit of that, but it doesn't last super long. And then last, Richard, on our first day in New Jersey, what we did what God would have wanted, Richard. We went and played skee ball.
That's true. And
what did we do? Just like
no, wait, I thought we hadn't done it yet.
We haven't done it yet, but if we did, what would we do?
We would go to Ponder Rock, and then we would play skee ball, and then you would explain to me what Ponder Rock is.
Yeah, and then what
I
would we do
didn't
if we
know.
won some tickets while playing skee ball?
We would give them to a kid for money.
Yeah, and
then and hypothetically, that kid didn't give us money, and that child is dead now.
Yeah, and we said
no, that's not true.
We owe.
Yeah, it didn't. So then we just shook it.
Let's just let them listen to it. So jump in. This is
I like that plan.
This is us, Brogrimage, Kevin Smith, New Jersey, us driving around. Check it out, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
And we didn't kill a kid, I promise.
Hey, it's recording now, so watch what you say.
So I shouldn't talk about where we put the body?
No, don't talk about that yet.
You guys want a few minutes?
No, I'm good.
What are you getting?
Corned beef hash and eggs.
How do you want the eggs?
Scrambled's fine.
Scrambled? And what kind of toast do you want?
Wheat toast.
Wheat. How about for you?
I'll do a Western omelet, please.
Western? Do you want cheese in it?
Just a little bit on top, if I could, please.
Not inside, you want it on top?
Yeah, if I could.
Do you want American cheese, cheddar,
Cheddar, please.
cheddar?
And then can I get a side of, just a small side of gravy?
Sure.
Sweet.
Let me double check, because I know, let me see if we could do like a half order.
Okay.
Here's the gravy. And do you, what kind of toast do you want?
Sourdough?
I know, sourdough.
Wheat's fine.
Okay. All right.
Awesome, thank you. I was going to do biscuits and gravy, but I thought I should not get biscuits and gravy.
Why?
I don't know. So when I was
You're
little,
being funny.
I'm a little off still. I think that drive just kind of
You're funny today.
got me offset, and then last night's got me a little offset.
Yeah, we could do that for, and do you just want the gravy, right?
Yeah, just the
Okay.
gravy, please. Besides waking up at 2 in the morning, you sleep pretty good?
Yeah.
I know you slept like a baby.
Well, I remember I was sleeping. I think I woke up at 9. And then, or 8. 8:30. I got lay there for a minute and drifted back off and then was up again at 10. Or,
That's kind of the same thing that happened for me. I was like, I'll lay here for another hour, half hour.
Why? What are you doing? We're gonna feed you guys?
is that shared
Take a
universe?
shower?
What's that?
Is that shared universe around here?
Yourself up.
It's pretty close, yeah.
Pops up. It's popped up on my Wi-Fi.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Let's see. Yeah, it's just right up the road. Yeah, so we'll be there tomorrow's at 10.
think of anything to talk about yet?
No, I was gonna look to find stuff today.
Did you want to do this topic, or do you want to do more interview style, or?
I feel like maybe a little of both.
Okay, I kind of feel that would work. We can check our Trello board. There's a couple stories on there still too. Mm-hmm. There was one that was kind of interesting. It was about this.
Did I have?
What was it called? There was one about like this guy who claimed he flew to the north, and like some weird stuff happened.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's about the phantom poles, like how they're not actually there. It was really weird.
Also, with Sword and Scale.
With what?
With Sword and Scale.
Sword and Scale.
Yeah, the podcast Sword and Scale.
I never even listened to it.
No, I haven't listened to it either. But apparently, like, whatever network they were with or whatever dropped them. Mm-hmm. And so since that happened, they just decided they're not going to do the show anymore. Apparently, it's like a big fucking thing because I guess one of the dudes on the podcast is like this big fucking here. Shit. Apparently, one of the dudes on on the podcast is like a big fucking d-bag.
Are they famous?
Sword and Scale?
Yeah,
they're pretty big.
Okay.
Like to the point that like, okay, like whoever, like whatever, company, media company you were with, like dropped you, like, so what?
Yeah, it was like an earwolf or something. Something like that.
I don't remember what it was called. It was like Wembley or Wonder Media.
Because I know like Brian Posehn had his podcast on Earwolf. I think they decided it just wasn't doing well, so they just didn't want to have it anymore. So they kind of dropped it. But he just started up his own, and they have a Patreon account. And they get like 15, 20 grand a month or something.
Yeah,
like something ridiculous.
As it seems, like somebody did the math and they were like, if you go by just people on Patreon alone, this place is breaking in like $400 a year.
100,000?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Which is crazy to think about, because like, let's say, so 400,000 a year. Let's say it's 30 grand a month.
Yeah.
It's a little bit less, but for math purposes, if it's how many people are on the show?
I think it's just, I've never listened to it, but I think it's just two. But anyway, I guess one of the hosts like posted some like bullshit remark on Twitter, and a bunch of people were calling them on it, and then that company dropped the wire, so they said, we're not doing the show anymore.
That's really odd.
Yeah. But it was funny because, and I thought you'd appreciate this.
Who's this guy you talking to?
This is the top comment on the thread on Reddit.
The best episode of Sword and Scale I've never heard. Oh, I like that he has a little dig at Aaron Mankey. I need to read that then. Can you send me that link? I'll read it.
Good, thank you. You want something to drink?
So basically, I'm not gonna get any info.
I feel like in that podcasting area, there's guys like Aaron Mankey and then John Lee Dumas, like those kind of level of guys who are kind of like, you say you want to help, like don't feel like you want to.
Right. Like that's like if you keep reading that thread, it's the same. Like somebody's like, I haven't heard that about Aaron. Could you enlighten me? And then the same dude's like, just follow the guy on Twitter. He takes a lot of passive-aggressive swipes at regular people who ask him a question.
Yeah.
Or make an inquiry of him and his work.
I still love when we didn't go to the podcast movement, but when he was talking about, like, he was like, oh, I'm walking around and I'm hearing all these people talk, and the one thing I'm not hearing them talk about.
I read that whole thread.
Yeah, is content. like only talking about like social media following and all these other things. And I'm like, wait a second. So most conversations, like content's a big thing. Like that's not something you're gonna solve in a 15-minute conversation. Like for you to help me with my content, you're gonna have to listen to my show and give me constructive feedback. Because it's kind of like drafts of scripts or drafts of articles and stuff.
There's that. And then, you know what, they actually put the biscuit under there, so you still got the gravy. All right?
Boom. Double. Yeah, some of that want that.
Point.
Pretty good.
Self-righteous fucker.
But he has taken the show, made it huge.
Sure, but do you attribute? I mean, what do you attribute that to?
He had a little bit of a following to start because he had a newsletter.
Was that what?
He had a newsletter.
Oh.
So he was. His story is, from my understanding, is he was a writer who worked too. Like he was doing two things at once, and he started doing these kind of like spooky ghost stories, like top 10 type things. And I don't know how many people he had in this newsletter, but he had a newsletter. And so he was sending that out and getting some traction. I don't know if it was him or somebody else or whatever, but somebody's like, you should make this a podcast. Or no, he's like, I should read these and send them out on my newsletter. And as he was thinking about this, like, why don't I just put this out for everybody?
There you go. Do you guys want any ketchup or hot sauce?
I'll take some hot sauce.
Hot sauce?
Yeah, I'll do ketchup.
Yeah?
Sure.
All right.
Thank you.
Ketchup, I'm just going to grab a hot sauce.
But as he was doing that, he was kind of like the only one doing those kind of like campfire ghost stories. And so it got featured on, you know,
Bye, guys. Good to see you.
iTunes, and then, you know, once that took, a lot of people like, oh, I like scary stories.
There you go, guys.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
So basically, it had less to do with what he was doing and the fact that he did it first.
I think that he did it first, but he did it well. Although I still like the idea of us doing a bore. I always associate that to like us. I mean, if you're a podcast listener and you come to iTunes, you're like, I want to listen to a comedy podcast. It'll take you a while to find ours.
Yeah. Is that just because we suck at it?
Probably.
You're not funny.
Probably like on our drive back or something. I wouldn't mind sitting and looking at the categories and seeing if we should change into something different. Because I feel like comedy is kind of the catch-all. It's really good.
Thank you.
This gravy tastes homemade too.
Oh, yeah, I didn't look at it homemade. So I can tell by looking at it.
How's the corned beef?
It's not bad. Better than most.
Good. What do most do wrong with it? Or that makes it just kind of meh?
They don't grill it long enough, so it gets kind of like, ends up kind of soupy. Because, like, it comes from a can. Like, every place you go, they're pulling the shit out of a can. But if you cook it long enough, it gets just kind of like fluffed with it.
Kind of like a good hash brown.
Exactly like that. It's a measure of give a fuckness.
Did they just heat it up, or did they give it a little attention? It's interesting. It's like the interstate's going through like what feels like a downtown area.
It reminds me a lot of California in the sense that, like,
How you guys doing? Still
Good.
enjoying?
It's really, really good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
it reminds me a lot of California in the sense that, like, towns kind of run together.
Yeah, it's really like all these little towns here in one kind of big town. You can have the rest of that if you want. We'll just take a couple more bites. I'm stiffed.
You know?
I threw a message out to Tell them Steve Dave guys.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if they're recording today. I really like that. With all the stuff we've been putting out on this trip, like, we're getting a lot of people messaging us and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That follow us, kind of like the silent followers. So one thing I'm curious about, like, we saw Mike Zapkid at the store. We didn't say hi, but if you got to the point where like you were like that kind of semi-celebrity where somebody could come up and be like, "Oh my God, you're Richard. Hey, I'm so and so." Would you try to overly be energetic about it? Or would you get annoyed with it?
I think it would depend on the day. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm having a bad day.
That's true. What if every day's a bad day?
Then there's a problem.
Or every day's a bad day, Richard?
Because like I see it like this. Like I never understood why, because there's some people who like, oh, I ran into X-celebrity. They were a total douchebag. I'm like, maybe they were just having a fucking bad day.
Yeah. Oops. I always...
Aren't people entitled to just not having it, like...
I think it's kind of that perspective thing. Like you going up to a celebrity, it's the first time you've ever done it. And so you're kind of like, oh my God, like this is going to be so cool.
I mean, some people are cognizant of it. And, and I feel like they try to, like, oh, hey.
Trying to put on an act.
Yeah.
But then you could feel like, oh my gosh, they're just acting. Like,
Right.
You can't ever really win. Yeah, because to you, it's the first time you've gone up to them, but to them, you're the umpteenth numberth person.
Yeah. And I feel like some people, like, don't approach it with a degree of reverence. Like, you're cold walking up there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things, like, whenever I've done that, it's always kind of like, hey, sorry. I've never really done it, I guess, besides when Kevin was at the podcast thing. But the only other celebrity I've ever kind of been around was the lead singer of Papa Roach.
Yeah.
And, like, I think in your head it's going to be a lot better than what it'll actually be.
Yeah.
Because legitimately it is like, hey, love the show. And he's like, awesome. Yeah, I've been to 3 shows this summer. He's like, cool. Can we sign something? All right. Who else needs stuff signed? Like, it's not that they don't care. It's just...
They have 20 other things going on.
Yeah, it's like he just did a show for 3 hours. He's got a bus ride for another X number of hours.
And you're the only thing between him and getting on that bus to sleep.
Yeah, one with us when we were out there, there's about 20 people, 30 people out there. But no, I get that. I think it's one of those things that would be really, really awesome at first, but I could see it kind of wearing on you. Like right now, think about we're sitting in the diner.
Yeah.
And if like 40 people came up to us while we're eating,
Yeah.
and that was a common occurrence. You know, if like 2 came up, if 2, oh, nobody's listening. Because the only time we've ever had that happen was with Dave in Chicago. He knew us and we were actually meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, we set that up ourselves.
Yeah. Well, I guess podcast movement, we had people come up and say we're the bromance guys, but that's not because they listen.
It's based solely on our sparkling personality.
That was our branding.
Whenever you guys are ready,
Okay, sweet.
take this out of your way.
We pay you up front.
Whatever you'd like to do. Yeah? Thank you.
You'll just throw down 10? Because mine was the 9 and the 5. So that'd be 6 more too.
Yeah, that works.
What's a newbie?
Good. Yeah. Yeah. It sounded good with the
You're fine. I'm on top of that.
Okay.
What are we doing?
All right, Richard.
All right.
All right, so we just got some breakfast.
Oh, it's so good.
It's in your belly. What'd you have?
I had corned beef hash and eggs because corned beef hash and eggs is the way you tell if a diner does it right.
Yeah, did they do it right?
They did it right.
Good. We went
I'm
to
happy.
Rise and
Makes me happy,
Shine
boy.
Diner. It was delicious. I had an omelet
and some gravy with biscuits.
Biscuits.
And now we are going to go to the world famous.
Is it world famous?
Probably. It's got to be, right?
Sure.
We're going to Quick Stop. That's what I'm saying.
So next time, if I'm ever in Europe, I'm gonna be like, "Oh my God, I went to the Quick Stop," and they're gonna be like, oh, "The Quick Stop,"
and then they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, do you know how many Eiffel Towers we have in America? I've seen so many on the way through Pennsylvania."
Pretty sure those are radio towers. Nope, Eiffel Towers. I saw them. They were tall and they had lights.
Here, look, I took pictures with everyone. Here's the one in this county.
Ah, gay Patty.
Oh, ho, ho. It's not. You are shit. This is the only Eiffel Tower.
There's that horrible accent.
I got it right. All right, we'll head there. We'll play video there. It's going to be fun and exciting, and I'm kind of nervous.
Don't be nervous.
Okay, I'll be nervous. All
I'll
right,
hold your hand.
see you in a bit. Bye.
Bye.
I wanna love you, squeeze you. Quick Stop in Leonardo. Here we go.
You bookmark thing.
I'll do your direction. 23 minutes. A little bit of a hike.
Head southwest on Lewis Street toward Westwood, then turn left on the New
Right
Jersey
there.
71.
That's where you live.
You live there, next to me, on the center console. So Richard, we've got 20-some minutes to drive, and I think it's worth note to discuss what new tradition have we created.
Oh. So the whole drive here, at the start, at the very, very start, this was my thing. I started it, and then you decided to do it for every time we entered a new state. Every time we crossed state lines,
New Jersey 35 North, Broad Street.
we played Holiday Road
Yeah, we'd sing it
by Lindsey Buckingham.
and dance.
Yeah, and it was great.
It kind of made it exciting, especially towards the end of the night, or it's like in the middle of the drive.
You jumped the gun like 8 times.
Yeah.
We're driving through Pennsylvania, and you were like, "Huh?" I was like, "No, we're not
Stop.
there yet."
Pennsylvania was probably the longest of the drives.
Well, it's a long state.
It is. It's a wide state. It's got some curves.
It's like if you took Indiana and tilted it,
It's true.
and if Indiana got very tired and laid down, it would be Pennsylvania.
Illinois felt really long too. I don't know if that's just because it was the start of the trip or what.
I don't know. I've never driven that far east.
Yeah, it's true. We broke your Indiana cherry.
Yep. My
Oh,
Ohio cherry.
Ohio cherry.
West Virginia.
For Ohio, West Virginia, Pennsylvania.
Oh, when we were in West Virginia, we played Country Roads
Yeah.
by John Denver.
Which, from what I've heard, isn't actually about West Virginia. It's about West in the state. of
Western Virginia.
Yeah. I wonder if that was the first cut. He's like, Western Virginia.
And then they were
Coming
like, "What do you know?
home."
That's
Yeah, it's
not. That sounds horrible.
Why?
Fix that."
He's like, just make it West Virginia. He's like, fuck West Virginia. Then they made him the state musician.
Yep.
Because everybody's like,
I suggested listening to Coal Miner's Daughter, but you know,
that song's depressing, isn't it?
don't hit it.
Sorry, guy.
Don't hit that dude.
Yeah, I almost did.
Continue on New
Almost
Jersey
did.
35 North for a half mile.
He came out of nowhere. You mean the crosswalk?
Yeah. But by nowhere you mean the right on the crosswalk?
Yep.
It's okay. We can edit this out.
Well, we didn't hit him.
No one will know that you almost killed a man.
Well, we didn't hit him though, so he's not I'm not dragging him right now.
Are you sure?
Oh, there he went.
What are your impressions of Jersey?
I like it. It's a little different. The only thing I've noticed once we got past a certain spot, speed limits don't matter.
Yeah.
You know, we were driving on a toll road, which we'll get to later. We were driving on a toll road and it said like 65 and I was doing 70. People are zooming by me doing like
Turn right.
75, 80. I'm like, what the hell? And then it dropped down to 55, so I'm doing, or it go up to 65, so I'm doing 70, and people are doing 80, 90 still. It just didn't matter. They just did what they wanted to do. Which isn't a good argument if you get pulled over. Like, you can't tell the cop, like,
For Shrewsbury Avenue.
everybody else was driving that fast.
And they were like, "Oh, if everybody else jumped off a cliff."
Right here. That's weird, because that sign should be further up. It says Shrewsbury, but it's in front of the turn. Aren't they always supposed to be after the turn?
Yeah. I mean,
Because that's like, so when we were driving in, that's what threw me off with that parking sign. So when we first got in, first off we drove for, let's see, I left my home at 4 in the afternoon, and we got into Red Bank at 11. No, we got in at noon, Red Bank time, so there's an hour skip.
Yeah.
So I think it was like over 18 hours that I drove.
Yeah.
And so we're like, well, let's go find parking, and I had to pee too, which made it miserable.
Yeah, you did.
So as we're getting there, we're trying to find parking, and you see the signs for parking.
Yeah.
And they had parking, but it was in front of a road. Like, there was a turn. So I was like, oh, parking, I need to turn there. Well, it was a one-way road that didn't have a one-way sign.
It was.
And I almost hit somebody. It wasn't very close, but
It wasn't close at all.
It was enough to make me be like, oh my gosh, we dodged a bullet.
We didn't dodge a bullet.
We did.
There's no bullet.
There was no bullet that we dodged.
No.
But then I told you, like, every accident happens in, like, the last 15 minutes of a journey.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah. Always the last 10, 15 minutes of a trip's when, like, 90% of the accidents happen.
I've heard that 90% of accidents occur within 25 miles of your house. To which I answer, how often are you more than 25 miles from your house?
Yeah, all the time, really. Like, the majority of the time you'd be 25 miles from your house.
No, I'm saying most accidents occur within 25 miles. I'm saying that you're not more than 25 miles outside your house most of the time.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, just a different way. Like, usually you're like, if you had a graph of here's where you've been, the 25-mile radius would be like super red, like start getting lightly red, and then by the time you get out of 25 miles,
you're not there that much.
It's non-existent. So it's been, so we got in, I know we were both pretty tired. So the first day was kind of zombie-fied, really.
I mean, we walked around and did some stuff, but yeah, I think we were both kind of like out of it. I micro-napped like 3 times.
That was awesome. You'd be laying there, I'd be talking, you'd pass out, I'm like, oh, that's so cute. And all of a sudden you're like, peanut butter jelly! Are we there yet?
I was trying to keep conversation going.
Are we there yet? No.
I was being a trooper.
I'd be like, so, you know, I'm just not really sure about my life. Alright, well, let him sleep. Got to the cradle! Silver spoon! Hey, are we there yet? No. Okay.
You ever notice that, like, nobody... like, everybody likes... Okay, so the song Cats in the Cradle, you ever notice that everybody likes that song, but nobody wants to hear that song?
No, what's funny is people will talk about that song, like, I love that song. Like, it's so, like, emotional.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's about a kid who hates his dad.
Yeah.
And then they re-listen to it and they're like, that's a really depressing song.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Everybody likes it, but nobody wants to hear it.
Yeah, it is a sad song. I remember hearing that when I was younger and being like, oh my god. I was riding with my dad when I heard it. I was like, Dad, you want to play catch when we get home?
And then he crashed the car.
Yeah, disowned me.
And didn't come to the hospital.
Do you think Quick Check is trying to get on the Quick Stop bandwagon? Like, people will come here and be like, oh my god, it's the famous Quick Check.
World famous.
Yeah, we went and saw Captain Marvel last night.
Oh, that was good.
Yep, the Monmouth Mall. Which I'm not sure if that's where Kevin Smith went to see all his movies or not.
I have no idea.
There's a couple other movie theaters. I would imagine he would have went to the Highlands one, if it's still the same one.
Yeah, probably.
I have noticed that you were saying when we first got here, you felt like everybody felt a little more gruff.
A little, but I've softened that position. I think.
What I've noticed has been nice is that people are really willing to, like, back up or stop and let you go past them. Like, if you're trying to turn left, they'll make an effort to get out of your way so you can turn left.
Yeah.
If everybody stopped or whatever. I like that.
I think the reason I say that is because at one point we walked back to our car to get some stuff out. There was a lady that pulled in behind us because they thought you were going to get in your car and pull out.
Yeah, I tried to make it as obvious that I wasn't doing that.
Yeah, and then once that happened, then we started to walk away, and she drove past, and she gave us the finger.
Oh, did she really?
Yeah. You didn't notice that?
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Why would you give somebody the finger in that situation?
I don't know.
Unless she's like, those jerks are just waiting. Like, they're going to leave soon. Because we went and did other stuff. Like, we actually...
So I think it's because that was like the first
like introduction to
the first
Jersey. I didn't see her give us the finger. Was it the passenger or the driver?
The driver.
Wow. That's super aggressive.
Mm.
I'm glad I didn't see that because I would have been like, hey, you want a bumper sticker?
Whap!
Going now! Oh, I forgot to take the sticky part off.
Damn it!
Oh, well. We're +1 bumper stickers. That's crazy. Like, why would you give somebody the finger for that?
I don't know.
Like, would you give somebody the finger if that happened to you?
I don't think I'd be that upset.
Because it's kind of on you at that point.
Well, I'm
that's the
saying, like,
driver.
me personally, I don't think I'd be that upset.
Unless there's, like, some kind of etiquette, like, once you park your car, you cannot go back to it in Jersey.
Maybe. Maybe that's an unwritten rule.
Maybe.
But if that's the case, they would have looked and seen your license
Yeah.
plates and then been like, oh, they don't know.
And they should have stopped and explained to us, like, listen, here in Jersey, this is what we do.
Let me tell you something.
If you park your car, you can't go back to it. If you go back to it, that's you getting out of line. You got to pull your car out and drive somewhere else. That's really weird.
So I think it was just that interaction right off the jump. I was like, okay.
I can see that. It's interesting, you know, on our journeys that we've had, is this our fourth, like, trip? Did Texas?
Yeah.
Chicago?
Yeah. Twice.
Is that all we've done?
Yeah.
I mean, we drove to, like, Comic-Con in Kansas City.
But that was only for, like, a day.
Yeah, I don't really count that as, like, a trip. So, yeah, this is our fourth trip. So we are 50% getting the finger on trips. Because we got a finger in Texas.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Some guy ran up on our ass and spun around us. Did you wave at the lady when she gave you the finger? You're like, hi!
No, it went by too quick.
Oh. Yeah, that's the problem with the long drive.
Yeah, my reaction time was off. Way off.
That sucks. Red Bank Senior Center.
Well, that's depressing.
No, that's where you go to play bingo. And if you're an older lady or a man and you're single now because your significant other has passed on, that's where you find comfort with another person of interest. You know what's funny? I think we talked about this before, but at like senior living homes type stuff, like STDs are pretty rampant.
Yeah.
What I've read, because at that point it's like I don't care.
Yeah.
I've only got so many of these boners left. Do you think the women there?
Grandpa's raw dogging it.
Do you think when you get to that age, like, I don't know. I was just trying to say, like,
well, especially with the coming of Viagra.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. Do you think it's the women that are more like aroused and wanting to do stuff?
No, it's definitely the men.
Well, I know they always say, like, when women get to a certain age, like, that's when their hormones change and they get, like isn't that what the whole, like, 40 post,
I always heard it was, like, 35.
35. And that's, like, at the time where men start to decrease.
Yeah.
That's why I asked if it's that the women are like, yeah, let's, because if you have to take Viagra to get a boner, I mean, you wouldn't want to be doing that unless you had, you know, a willing party.
Right.
Because, I mean, at that age, you could have a heart attack if you don't take care of it. All that blood rushes to
I don't know. Do you see yourself at the point where you're going to be, like, popping Viagra like candy? Because, like, I feel like once I get older, I feel like my sex drive is going to naturally decline, and I'm going to be fine with it.
Yeah, probably. Well, I mean, but, like, let's say Richard, you get to it. Let's say we get to a nursing. Oh man, we'd have to make up rules on, like, not sharing. That'd be awkward.
Why? Because of the limited dating pool?
Yeah.
Because they die off so quickly?
No, just because I don't want to.
Turn left onto New Jersey 35 North.
I don't want to end up getting chlamydia from Susan, who got it from you, because in a roundabout way, you gave me chlamydia.
Why would I have chlamydia? Why don't you have chlamydia?
I would get it from you, and then we'd be passing it
No,
back
but
and
why
forth.
don't you have it first? Why am I the one that gets the chlamydia first?
Of the two of us, who would get it first?
It would be me.
You would call me out on it.
Jeez.
And there's some roads so we're at this one road where it's kind of a four-way, but not.
And it's kind of confusing. Just as a side note. Because really we're turning left, but we're going straight, but we're not going straight. So that would be straight.
That was a way to be descriptive on an audio
Yeah, I know.
format about.
But yeah, but it's like, okay, you know, I don't want Susan sneaking into my room and getting busy with me and then finding out that just 20 minutes ago she got busy with you because we both only last 5 minutes and she wants more action than that.
Well, that's a totally plausible scenario.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like, I don't think you'd be like popping Viagra and getting your boners unless like, you know, the lady's like, hey, I really want to do this. He's like, all right, give me 20 minutes. Oh, I pooped myself. Give me 40.
But I may have pooped myself, but I'm ready to go.
The sun's gonna shine through on the other end of this. But no, but like if you're in, let's go back. Me and you were in the senior home, and like let's say like legit like there's enough ladies where like they basically schedule us out. They're like, all right, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Here's who you get to be with. Would you pop daily to do that, or do you think you'd end up being the sex driveless person and being like, no, listen.
I mean, if I got to the point where I started taking them, I know I wouldn't take them every day.
Yeah.
Like that's just too much. Much too much.
Much too much.
How long are we continuing?
1.5 miles, I think. Middletown Township. I'm glad the rain stopped.
Yeah. I remember looking at the weather and they said it was supposed to rain Saturday and Sunday. It didn't really rain Saturday.
No, it was nice Saturday. It'd been kind of cool if they could have flipped the weather days, because today would have been nice to have all that sun.
Yeah.
I think tomorrow is just supposed to be kind of overcast.
I have no idea. I didn't look. I don't think I looked that far ahead.
Yeah, I was just worried when I saw it pouring down rain. It's like, oh man, I'm gonna get wet for the second time today.
Guys don't get wet. That's not.
Wait, we don't?
No, that's not how. What do you have?
I don't know anymore.
Are you a bro?
Yeah, I think this is the end of the podcast. More so just the title, because I'm confused. I don't want to touch on this. This is a hot button topic. So, Tiffany just got a tattoo, a little one, and we just passed a tattoo shop. Would you ever want to get like a language of romance tattoo?
I don't know if I'd want. I mean, like maybe something, but I don't know if I'd want to get like the logo.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, but I don't really know what to get.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Chapel Hill Road.
I feel like we need to change the logo anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know to what.
I thought about like getting like our picture in front of your green screen and doing something, but I feel like
Turn right onto Chapel Hill Road.
that's too like cliche.
Yeah.
You know, like the funny picture on your podcast image.
Continue on Chapel Hill Road for 2 miles.
Maybe that's what we do with some of our Patreon money. Get it up a little bit and then have somebody kind of redo it for us.
Yeah, hire somebody on like
Yeah.
Fiverr or whatever.
Not Fiverr. Fiverr sucks.
Does it?
That's where we got our logo.
Is it?
Yeah. Our original logo with the 2 like clip art characters that they put on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, can you make my hair black because it's blonde in this one? And they just like slapped black on top and still had the wavy blonde hair at the bottom. It's like, oh, okay, that's probably good enough. But we had that guy in Colombia who drew up what we have.
Yeah.
Which has served its purpose.
I do. I like that one.
But yeah,
But we've been running with that one for like 3 years.
We should switch to that pretty shortly after. Like within 2 months, we switched to the one we have now. So
yeah.
we've really had this one for almost 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably about time. Time to make the switch. Oh, you know what? I don't know why I haven't done this.
Because you like having your phone in your little book.
Sure. Can you open that up for me? Just 'cause it's those listening at home,
Dead Body.
Dead Body. That's the other game we've been playing. We've been trying to figure out, which is very morbid, I understand, but as you're driving through these leastly populated areas, it's like, how many dead bodies have you drove past?
Yeah.
Because isn't your other game, like, whenever you drive by a car on the highway, like, I wonder if there's a dead body in that trunk? Wasn't that you that told me about that game you play?
No.
Oh.
No, but that's interesting.
Yeah. Maybe it was Kevin Smith that said that on the podcast. Maybe I just heard it on a podcast somewhere.
Maybe. But you drive past these, like, big, densely wooded areas that you know, like, nobody walks in. And you're like, dead body. There's totally a body in those woods. 100%.
So, do you want to give your first impression on Secret Stash, or do you want to wait for a second trip back when you were a little bit more?
Yeah, I'd wait for the second trip back.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Sunday, Jeff will be there today, so I was thinking we could sneak in there if we got time and say hello.
Jeff.
He's been on Tell Him Steve Dave quite a bit. They call him Sunday Jeff because he works Sundays at the stash.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Kings Highway East.
I think my biggest fear is, like, any of the guys we run into that we talk to, if they're just, like, not rude, but just, like, annoyed by us.
I have that fear when I talk to anybody.
It's true. It's very true. Do you still have that fear with me when you talk to me?
Turn right onto Kings Highway East.
No. Okay, good. I still have that fear when I talk to you, like, that I'm going to annoy you.
Yes, you do.
Wait, I have that fear or I annoy you?
No, you have that.
Well,
yes, you have that fear. It's apparent that you have that fear.
Yeah, good. Well, I don't know if that's good. It's good because you know that, and you're not saying, Shawn, you're annoying me. Because we had an 18-hour drive.
That's true.
And as we were getting, like, close to Indiana, I'm like, oh God, like, what if I annoy Richard?
Stillwell Road.
And I honestly, if that was the case, I don't think we would be in the car driving 18 hours.
That's true.
I would have been home going,
Continue on Stillwell Road.
I'm not
for
getting in a
1.5
fucking car with him for 18 hours. I
Shawn-
talk with him enough.
Shawn, Richard, we're ready to leave on our trip. No, I have gonorrhea.
Yep. And my doctor advised me that I shouldn't travel with the gonorrhea because
it could turn into...
I could spread it.
That would be the zombie plague. That's what he said. Exact words. You don't want to cause that, do you, Shawn?
Yeah. Do you want that on your shoulders?
I don't, Richard.
No, you don't. Who would?
Or I call you like, new phone, who dis? This is Shawn. Shawn who? Your buddy, Shawn. Don't know him. Click.
I don't know. And then you're like, gonorrhea must have affected his memory.
Come up, start whacking you in the balls. Ow! What's that for? Get out, gonorrhea! Ow!
I'm trying to save you!
Let go of my friend, gonorrhea! I'm gonna make this happen! I will say probably on the trip home, maybe. I think we should talk about what happened last night, though. And we'll just leave that there. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's kind of funny.
Okay.
But I don't want to talk about it if it ends up not being funny. Oh, well,
So you're saying if we make it through the whole thing alive...
Turn right onto
Yeah.
Leonardo Road.
I figured either way you'd want to talk about it because either way, either it's funny or it's I told you so.
It's true. Well, okay, so either way, so last night I woke up freaked the fuck, because we're staying in Airbnb, and I thought I heard something, which I don't know if I was dreaming or if, like, it was just sounds in my dreams. But I thought something was happening that I was like, woke Richard up. I was like, do you hear that? And then, like, heard something, and I was like, let's just get out of here. And we sat in the car for what, 30 minutes?
Yeah, about that.
And then finally we went back, and Richard's like, listen, the door has a chain on it. That's
Turn left onto
impenetrable.
Leonard Avenue.
We'll be safe.
Left.
500 feet. Your destination will be on the right.
Oh, there it is. There's the quick stop. You see it?
I do see it.
All right, well, we are at a four-way stop, a legit four-way stop this time, and I see the famous quick stop. So we're going to stop recording right here, and we'll jump back on later. All right, so we're here. So I'm not 100% sure this is Pond de Rock. From the pictures I found and from what the explanations have been, it seems like what this is...
You did some detective work for this
I did. I had some help from some people on Reddit, and this looks to be Pond de Rock. If not, I'm going to go record on what I'm going to call my Pond de Rock.
Yeah.
So even if it's not the Pond de Rock, it'll be my Pond de Rock.
It'll be yours. I like it.
Because, I mean, it's like movie magic. You know, like, he's got a quick stop right now in New Orleans.
True.
And he got emotional about it.
Yeah. So now you have a Pond de Rock.
Yeah. Which this is, although this is kind of I guess at night, though, like with all those lit up,
Yeah.
that would be kind of nice. You got the ocean in the background.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to be down here at night, though.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just me.
We're going to come back, though. Is that okay?
Or...
So I told you this. My recollection of Pond de Rock, via Kevin Smith, was it was during his emo Kev phase.
Yeah.
He came down here with his recorder and recorded, and so I thought it would be kind of fitting for us to do the same thing. Because
So what are we gonna ponder? That's the question.
That is the question. He was pondering life a lot. It was very emo-ish. I'm not feeling emo-ish right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel pretty good.
That's good.
I mean, obviously, there's all the stuff like, I wish, our show was number one.
Sure.
That our writing, stuff we wrote was like, gobbed over.
But you know what? I think that if I was to ponder, I would say that I think that it's not really like the reason. Like, just maybe not enough people have seen it, or maybe not the right people have seen it.
I think that's the curse in the
It's the curse of the internet area. The curse of the internet area.
Yeah. It's like everybody can do anything, but the problem is everybody can do anything.
Everybody's doing everything.
Yeah. But I always go back to, I think our original intention for our show wasn't to like become the bestest podcast in the world, obviously.
Obviously.
If it happened, that'd be awesome. But it's always just been about two buddies discussing stuff.
Yeah.
Which, led us to meet Kevin Smith at one point.
Right.
And
has now put us here.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that. Post-heart attack. This is a good spot to ponder this, actually. So
that's why it's Pond de Rock.
Yeah, it just brings it out of you.
Oh, my God. Just wells up from...
And I'm not going to lie, we've got a good audience right now.
Yeah.
There's 9 things watching us. You're like, things? You mean people? No, they're not people.
10 if you count the potential crackhead.
Yeah, that's true. They're geese. They're geese watching us. But, so what was I pondering? Our show.
God.
Oh, let us hear. Oh, God, I did lose it. Hold on a second.
Get back on the rock. Hurry.
Hurry.
I'm gonna lose it.
Man, so I was saying we weren't going to be the biggest show ever. Wasn't our intention.
No.
It's two buddies getting together.
Yeah.
And
Let us hear.
Yeah, let us hear. So we met Kevin Smith, which was one thing that we never thought, like, oh my God, we'd ever do that. We met him a couple years back, and just a little short, like I did meet him, like, he's like, oh, I remember you guys. Met him in a sense of, he's like, oh, hey, hi.
Hey, how's it
Probably
going?
doesn't remember it, which is fine. But, about a year ago, it's been about a year and a week as we're here, Kevin had his heart attack.
Right.
Which, we talked a little bit about, like, people who kind of, like, celebrity deaths that kind of touched us.
Yeah.
And his obviously wasn't one, which is great.
Yeah.
But that's when I heard the news, I was like, oh, God. Because he was in the hospital, he was okay, he took a picture and posted it.
He was in the hospital. I was in San Diego.
That's right.
That week.
I think I texted or called you on my way to work.
Because my dad was in the hospital.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot that was all, like, right the same week.
Yeah.
So you're like, fuck Kevin Smith, I got more important things.
I'm busy.
And that led me to find like what would I want to see, and Ponder Rock was one of them. I went back and listened to the Tales of Highlands series he did,
okay.
and kind of saw some.
See,
of his
I
places.
didn't listen to that.
Emo Kev was the one where he really did all the talking on Ponder Rock, but I don't know.
Do you feel like you've done some good pondering?
I am. I'm gonna go and ponder on that rock real quick.
Okay, you go.
I'm gonna ponder all over its neck, face, and chest.
Oh my God. Put your pants on.
So I'm walking over to Ponder Rock, my Ponder Rock. I don't know if this is the Ponder Rock, but it looks kind of like the one from Jersey Girl. But I'm not sure if it's. It seems like it's a little high tide right now, but I'm not positive on that. But there's just a bunch of like big black rocks that are right here. But yeah, it's been a fun trip so far. We're only in day one, and we're kind of seeing all the stuff that we need to see today. And then we got some stuff more to do tomorrow. We get to talk to Ming Chen, which will be exciting. And you know what? And even if this isn't Ponder Rock, it's still kind of cool. It's like pretty much right across the way from Kevin Smith's old home, 21 Jackson Street. We drove by it just to take a peek, and then we came over this way. It's like less than a mile. Like I think it's a stone's throw from here. If I looked hard enough, I probably could see his old house. But we're on the other side of the ocean. There's this little river-looking area, and I think at night it'd look really, really pretty. But as Rich said, I don't know if I'd want to be out here and get stabbed. But yeah, pondering-wise, we're coming to 5 years on our podcast. I love doing the show. I love laughing. Like Rich and I will probably talk about this a lot together as he's going to meet our new guest. I think he's trying to give those geese bumper stickers. Give him a bumper sticker! But I think it's like a true sign of friendship. I'm going to step off Ponder Rock and start heading back. Just because it's a little cold. Ooh, I found a rock for my kiddo. It's a nice looking rock. He'll like it. Kind of want to find a dark black one too. It's kind of, I don't know what kind of rock it is, but it's just kind of neat, like really dark rock. Let's see if I can find a little smaller piece to take for him, because he loves him some rocks. Here's a good one. That'll do it. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing the show, and I was saying like we'll talk about it probably on our way back, but 5 years, and we literally drove pretty much the whole 18-ish hours laughing the whole way. It was a blast. And we just saw a quick stop today, which was pretty cool. I'm not sure. We might be heading downtown now after this, but we'll definitely be talking more. We'll ponder about it, and we'll sign off for now and head back to the car to warm up. So, Ponder Rock, I knew you for a little bit, but you touched me. You touched me deep in my soul.
How long was I gone?
A while. Hey, did you give those geese a bumper sticker?
Long enough.
All right, we'll talk to you in a bit. There we go.
You got it.
All right, Rich, what are we going to do?
We're going to play skee ball.
Why?
Because, hang on, because it's fun.
No.
Because that's how you get in my pants.
That is how I get in your pants. You're like,
Anyway.
sink those balls and then sink these balls in my pants.
Yeah.
No, Richard, we're going to play
In
skee
800
ball
feet, turn left onto Harding Road.
because we're both not really hungry yet. And God loves playing skee ball.
He does.
As told to us by what movie? The Ten
Chasing
Commandments.
Amy.
Dogma.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Alanis Morissette as God loves.
No, he was an old man when he was
Turn
playing
left
skee
onto
ball.
Harding Road.
And then he gives the tickets and tokens to neighborhood children. That's
right,
very
he was
sweet.
old, yeah. And in his actual form, he's Alanis Morissette.
Yes. Now you got it.
Speaking of that,
Harding Road for
do you
1
think
mile.
we're ever going to get Moose Jaws? I don't think we are.
I don't know.
That was supposed to be his next movie. I don't think he's gotten any financing for it.
That's a hard movie to sell, though.
Yeah. Well, he kind of hit some good runs there with Tusk and then Yoga Hosers. It's like, I can make anything I want. I want to do Moose Jaws next. Like, no. Yeah,
You're like, no. Are you kidding me?
Well, Jansob reboot it is.
But maybe this is like his way of, like he loves making movies. So maybe this is just, like I'll make this movie and then that'll give me the gumption, the momentum to make up to make more.
Well, this could I mean, I know he wants to make this movie, but it could totally be, hey, I'll do Reboot for you, which you can do as a theatrical release and, you know, do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I want to come around and do Moose Jaws or something.
Exactly.
Because they do that all the time.
Sure.
Wheeling and dealing. Yeah, I want to play Papa Shot, though, while we're there, because I, as you should know, am skilled at Papa Shot.
I did not know that.
Yep, I love me some Papa Shot.
Oh, I learned so many things.
Yep. And I can't, if I have a boner and I want to lift it, I can't do that without clenching my butthole.
What does that have to...
It's just something you probably
How
know
are they
about me.
related?
They're not. There's just something you didn't know about me. But you know what? Every dude that listens to this is going to try that and be like, oh my God, I'm the exact same way. If I want to lift my boner, I got to clench my butthole.
You want to lift your boner?
Yeah. You know, like when
How big is it?
Can you lift your boner? You know, like when you have a boner and you move it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The only way you can do that is if you clench your butthole.
I've never really paid attention.
Yeah, well, next time, try it. I mean, even just, like, do the motion it takes to do
Well,
it.
hang on. This is a semi-private car.
No, I mean, just do, like, the motion it takes to do it. Like, you're like, oh, yeah, I clench my butthole to do that. Did you try it?
I am.
Yeah. Clench your butthole, aren't you?
No. I'm not. It's all front muscle.
Bro, experiment tonight. No, it's not gay. It's
Face me while you do it.
Alright, we're gonna put the camera on your butthole. Just make sure you're not
In a quarter mile, turn right to stay on Harding Road.
clenching your butthole.
Face me. Witness me.
Witness. Yeah, we seen that boat again.
Oh.
Need Harding Road. A lot of joggers. I'm surprised to see out as cold as it is.
In shorts.
Yeah.
Turn right to stay on Harding Road.
Do you have the lay of the land yet here?
A little.
I don't. I mean, enough that I could probably get
Continue
around
on Harding
downtown.
Road for a half mile.
But like, if you were like, without your thing, get back to your B&B, I'd be like, no, not happening.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of big windy streets.
Yeah. Because usually if you know those spots, like, oh, I got to go here, here, then here. This one's like, you got to go around this, then through here, and up, down, and
Yeah, exactly.
through a toll road.
Oh, God, here we go with the toll road.
No, we're holding that off for when you fall asleep on the way home, and I just ran for an hour.
Let me tell you about toll roads.
Quarter
Oh,
mile, turn right on
getting
Broken
sleepy.
Road.
Toll roads are bullshit.
I think that's what the audience will do, too.
Actually, honestly,
Shawn will be like, let me tell you about toll roads. And
All right.
everybody's like, oh, skip ahead, skip ahead, skip ahead, skip ahead.
and that's why they're awful. All right, I'm gonna start back up.
And another
Turn
thing, God
right
damn
on
it.
Brunswick Road, then turn left onto Seven Bridges Road.
Seven Bridges Road.
Turn left onto Seven Bridges Road.
Because there's stars in the southern sky. Southward as you go.
Yeah. I didn't say this on record, but Richard is a very, very excellent co-pilot.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
You do a great job navigating.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Continue on Seven Bridges Road for 2 miles.
I was saying, like, most times when you have co-pilots, they're like, you're supposed to turn right back there, dumbass. And instead, Richard's like, hey, in a block, turn right, dumbass.
You nailed it.
Yes. They have, like, a dock on their creek, which maybe, I bet they can ride out and maybe lead. Maybe they swim in it.
That's where they dump the bodies. They just row out into the middle of the creek and dump a body.
There's probably sharks in that creek, isn't there?
Probably.
Okay.
Those damn freshwater sharks.
No, it's probably saltwater.
Those damn saltwater sharks.
Yeah, those are the ones you got to worry about.
Yep. The big ones.
Farewell, dear Spanish lady. Farewell, dear ladies of Spain.
I said this before, I'll say it again. These houses are fucking huge.
There's some biggins here. Some biggins. So, Richard, what are we going to do for dinner tonight?
I don't know. We did Mexican, and we did...
Oh, yeah. It's like we did? No,
yeah, we
kinda.
did. We did yesterday.
We really haven't gotten the good like dinner experience yet.
No.
Because we just kind of we had that.
Well, what is Jersey known for, like food-wise? Exactly. It's kind of a mishmash.
That's a good point. You don't really have like that. Oh, you're going to Jersey. You need to get this. Probably
Yeah.
seafood.
I'm guessing,
Fairly
like
fresh.
right by, because it's right on the water.
We probably should get like a good clam chowder somewhere. Even though it's more Boston, but Boston's not too far from here. The one thing that blew my mind that we just found out is New York's actually not that far from here.
It blew your mind.
No. Yeah. Did I say our mind?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Blew your mind.
I said ours, the collective.
Because we were
hour.
driving, and then, like, I was like, you could take the ferry to Manhattan. It's only like 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
Yeah, no, because I saw Staten Island was only like a 15-minute drive from here. I was like, really? How far is New York? 22 miles.
Yeah.
It's the closest I've ever been to New York.
Is it?
Yeah.
You want to go?
Man. Actually, see the Statue of Liberty.
Are you tired and poor?
Give us your hunger and your paw.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Monmouth Boulevard.
But there is a detour.
Because they're working on electric.
I just saying, mad at me. It's like, did I tell you to turn there?
On Adrian Avenue toward Monmouth Boulevard.
No.
What'd I say?
Turn left onto Monmouth.
What'd I say?
Turn left onto Monmouth Boulevard.
Did I tell you I took the kiddo to the arcade in our town?
No, how was that?
Surprised it's still open, but not as bad as I was expecting.
Continue on Monmouth.
No, I mean, like, how did he react?
He liked it.
Yeah?
There's a game. It's not really like it's like the old hit the chickens or hit the alligators that pop out. What's the thing where they pop out and you hit them? They had a shark one there, but what's the typical one?
Like spiders?
Is it alligators?
Wow. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay. But
Like you hit them like on the top of their mouth.
Yeah, you got the mallet.
Yeah.
Well, they have something that's similar, except you step on them, so they like light up and you step on it. You love the crap out of that. So I think that might be something I take whenever we go back home. It was funny though. He played like 5 times in a row, and the 4th and 5th time he started slowing down quite a bit.
I'm getting winded, Dad.
I don't want to play anymore. You're gonna play again until you get 37 tickets.
I ain't raise a fucking loser. I make winners.
It's like, but Dad, you're a loser.
That's why I make winners. You gotta compensate. Next, we'll work on how to properly pleasure a woman.
Well, how do you gonna know? I've heard Mom complain.
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. You do it.
Going, what?
Wait, what? I didn't say your woman. I said a woman.
Dad, I did the math, and that's Mom, and that's just not right. So what's been the most surprising thing so far?
I think just in general, like the way everything is laid out.
Yeah.
I think that's what surprises me in general. Because I think you get like I've never been to New Jersey, but like I think you get the impression that it is kind of it has this like very suburban feel.
Yeah, I get that.
That it's very like small townish, but I don't get that impression at all.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger. Yeah,
Like not even a little bit.
It's not. It's like a bunch of towns the size we're from, but they're like next to each other.
Exactly.
It's like if you wanted to make it like one big, semi-big city, you could. Like almost like a little bit smaller St. Louis.
That's why I was. Yeah, that's what I. If I was to compare it to something, I would say that.
Because it seems like was there like 6 or 7 towns? There's Long Branch, there's Highlands, there's
Red Bank,
Leonardo, and Atlantic.
and they're all like stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, because to get from like one spot to the other, like for Leonardo, it was was like 20 minutes, but it really was only like 12 miles.
Yeah.
It's just more of the slow driving and turns.
Exactly.
Hey, we're going to Jolene Avenue.
Jolene.
Green means go, yellow means wait, red means stop and masturbate. They teach that song.
I'm begging of you, please don't take my man.
Solar panels.
Love it.
I love solar panels as well. How many solar panels do you have?
None. You?
0.
Well,
Guess we both hate the environment.
I love it, but
In 1,000 feet,
But
turn
it's
left
hard.
onto Jolene Avenue.
I haven't really like tried to figure out the price of it. I know there's shingles you can do that are solar powered, which is kind of cool.
thank you, Elon Musk.
Turn left onto Jolene Avenue.
Left.
It just throws me off again. Like my phone, it doesn't flip the phone so your car's going the direction you are. Like,
Right.
Your car's going down.
Right.
Like I don't understand what's going on.
What's happening?
So it says like it looks like you're supposed to turn right, but you're really supposed to turn left. And that makes Jesus cry.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Ocean Boulevard.
I'll turn right on Ocean Boulevard.
Turn around your Ocean Boulevard.
But like a lot of these roads, I feel like we pass like in other towns that are the same road.
Yeah.
Like Shrewsbury, Long Branch.
Yeah. They they keep the street name,
Yeah.
even though it passes through like
Multiple
2,
towns.
3 different towns.
Which is smart. Could you imagine if they did?
Oh my God.
Turn right on Long Branch.
Turn right onto Ocean Boulevard.
Go straight on Ocean Boulevard. You're like, what
What
does that mean?
I
More solar panels.
love it.
Continue on Ocean Boulevard for 3/4 of a mile.
I will say that this is a place like it's kind of cool to visit, but I would not want to live here.
You know, I was about to ask you that question.
I
if
would
you don't
not.
live here. I think I'm in the same boat.
I would not want to live
I
here.
think I'm in the same boat. What reason for that?
I think the weather would be part of it. Like if I'm living by an ocean, like I want it to be nice all the time.
We talked about that while we were out there. Like it's 40 degrees. Next to the water it was cold. Like I had to grab my coat.
Yeah.
And it's 40, but it feels colder than 40.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'd be walking out and you'd see the beach. It's like, well, maybe this summer. But I think
Yeah.
since you don't have a good opportunity to really use it regularly, you'd be like, oh, we're going to totally use that this summer. And then the summer passes and it's cold. You're like, oh, crap, we didn't get to it.
Fuck!
So I wonder if the water ever gets very warm.
I doubt it. As north as north as we are, I doubt it ever gets like warm.
Like you jump in and cool off, but you freeze half to death and jump out.
Yeah.
What was your honest opinion of Ponder Rock?
In a quarter mile, turn left
The house
onto
that
Laird
was next to it made me very uneasy.
Yeah.
There was a big old sketchy house that
Abandoned.
was abandoned and condemned.
Which probably had somebody living in it that wasn't supposed to be.
Probably.
My guess. But nobody came out and yelled at us. We
Exactly.
Talked to some geese.
I just made sure that you were the closest one to the house at all times.
I definitely noticed that, Richard.
Yeah.
Turn left onto Laird Street, then turn right onto Landmark Place.
Oh, see, this is where it's weird. 'Cause it says Garfield there, but it's actually Laird over here.
Turn right onto Landmark Place, then turn left.
Yeah, and I called you out on it. You're like, yeah, it's totally what I'm doing.
Yep.
Turn left.
Don't have to be
then turn
faster
left.
than the crackhead.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying, I'm not trying to pull the wool over here. I'm not trying to be deceptive here. Public parking.
In 400 feet, turn right
Public
onto Melrose Terrace.
parking.
$5
Turn right onto Melrose
for all-day
Terrace,
parking.
then turn right onto Ocean Boulevard.
Wow, it takes credit cards only.
Oh.
That's weird. That's weird.
Yes, very.
We know this.
No in and out parking.
Giggity, giggity.
Yeah, in and out parking.
I gotta pee again, Richard. Oh, I'm gonna split this one. Oh, speed bump. Oh, speed bump. Is that parking spot right there?
Feels good. I can't tell. Is it a place spot or yeah?
96, 99.
Oh, it says reserved.
What the French toast?
That doesn't seem very public.
There's only one parking spot that's not reserved. I bet you this place is a madhouse during the summer.
Oh, I bet.
So we're going to a spot to play some skee ball. We'll park up here by ourselves. 113. All right, we're gonna play some skee ball. I think I'm gonna win. So tell Richard good luck.
No, let's wait for the next audio clip where you start crying.
Oh, well, Richard, that was us. First day in New Jersey. We drove over 18 hours to get there. It was a 2,200-mile journey all in general.
It was.
This was the first full day, so we got there. We went to a quick stop. We did some stuff. We came back a little exhausted the first day, but we still hit up everything that we wanted to. I think we'll kind of cover in general in our next episode as we kind of talk about us leaving our Brogrimage. But Richard, for our trip on this day through New Jersey, through Atlantic Highlands, through Leonardo, through Red Bank, what are your Richard's closing thoughts?
So I didn't. The thing that struck me the most was the fact that, like, I didn't realize. I guess apparently I don't understand geography that well because, number one, didn't realize how close I was to New York. Number two, didn't realize how densely packed everything was together. And number three, didn't realize that Atlantic Highlands is kind of like a beach community, which I love a beach community, and I guess. For some reason, I apparently on the East Coast, I didn't think they existed. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. But I guess
that far north.
Exactly. So I guess what I would say is that people, no matter where you go, there are always things to tether you to a place you enjoy. Because I love going to the West Coast. And the East Coast was a lot more similar than I thought it was. And that made me feel good. That was a good time.
I like it. I had a blast as well. All right, well, let me do a little bit of housekeeping. Visit our website at languageofbrones.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at languageofbro. Email us at eatthebeaver at languageofbrones.com. Like us on Facebook and go out and be part of the Pod Bros Network.
Because it's the podcast... they're the
best travel companion on an 18-hour drive.
There it is. Yeah. When you're down and out on the holiday road, all you need is some Pod Bros.
Yeah. All right, Richard. Was there anything else before I close her out?
No. Because I'm already tired. I'm so tired. It's time for a nap.
All right. Well, that's all the bros we have for this show. I'm Shawn.
And I'm Richard.
And I say we eat the beaver.
Perfect. Love it.